Welcome back to my channel. My name is Teresa McKelvey, and today this is going to be, I haven't come up with the name of it yet. I don't know if it's Coffee and a Chat or Chat with Teresa, or I don't know what it's going to be called. Please give me some suggestions in the down below in the comments, if you will. Okay, so obviously I need one more sip of my coffee. Okay, there we go. I'm ready now. So this video is all about crochet, and if you are interested in crocheting or yarn or hobbies in general, then you might find this video entertaining. If not, then I'll check you out next time for one of the other videos. So crocheting is not something that I came to easily. I started out with looms, as you can see, they're all behind me. I found that easier. Long time ago when I was young, my grandmother taught me how to crochet, and I could get a chain and then single crochet, but that was all I really had the patience for. So I never made anything, I never took the time to really learn, unfortunately. So when I started getting interested in yarn crafts a few years ago, I really got into the looming. I found it super easy to do, and I was so intimidated by hooks and yarn size and hook size, and I just the work just seemed so intricate that I stuck to YouTube videos teaching me how to loom and loved it. I mean, I obviously I've made all kinds of things. I made gloves, I made hats, I made scarves, I made these wraps. I made all kinds of stuff. And I will say that, let's see if I can find, yes. The difference in my crocheting, I've noticed, and looming is the looming does a tighter knit. This is a little baby hat. And it seemed so much warmer. And last year, when I decided to finally move from looming to crocheting, I was still intimidated, like I said, but I wanted to try the thicker yarn. These are 6 weight, and the bigger hooks, I don't know, it's a massive hook. I've yet to try that one. That should be fun. But I was really comfortable in these size hooks, and you crocheters will know, 10s and 11.5. So I was really excited about these. Sorry, I was looking at my hooks. Really excited about using these, and I started making, I found some YouTube videos, and I started making hats. I'll grab, let's see, I want to see one that'll show good on the camera. Okay, so I started making these sets, these hats with a little cute ball on it, and then these wraps, which are, oh, I love this wine color. But so I made these wraps. I took them to Arts and Crafts. I sold them, did really well. Everyone was very supportive, because everyone was telling online. Okay, let me back up. So on Facebook, I started sharing my pictures, and people started messaging me, and so I could see there was a lot of interest in them. So I went ahead and made up a bunch and went to Farm Day, a local farm day, and sold them. And I sold out. I mean, I did really good and had orders. Afterwards, because I'm such a new crocheter, I had just learned what I was doing. As you can see, you see all these holes. You see this. It's not a very, like for Alabama winters, it's probably, I'm going to mess up my hair, but it's probably, warm and snug and just right and fine. But see all those holes? So if you lived somewhere else, I don't know. I just hope that everyone is happy. I hate selling something, because then I feel like, I'm just so new at crocheting that I'm intimidated by the process of selling. I'd rather give it away. That way, if you don't like it, no harm done. You haven't risked anything. But if you buy it, I really want to, to make sure it meets all your expectations. So that made me start thinking, okay, well, I knew this was good and warm and thick, but my hats needed some work. So I thought, well, you know, I could still loom hats to go with them. But it made me start looking at the smaller hooks and smaller yarns. And so I'm just going to place this back over here. Yeah. So it made me start to look at smaller yarn this year. And so, you can see here's all the thick yarn and smaller hooks. And like I said, I was extremely intimidated by them because it just seemed so intricate. And I just know my skill level was not there. So I just started and tried. And I found that I'm really enjoying it. It works up quicker. I mean, how do you not look at that and just be like, oh, I mean, it's just, I don't even know who they're for. I just, started buying up all these yarn cakes because they're just, look at those colors. I'm sorry. It's just, they're beautiful. So I started crocheting a couple of blankets. Well, I knew this year I wanted to make some scarves. I wanted to try smaller hook, and I'm trying a much thinner yarn. I mean, the difference obviously between and these are even thinner. I think these are a 3. Yeah, and I usually use 4. This is a 3 and that is a 6. I mean, I hope you can see them. I'm being so silly. I've never done one of these videos before because I'm not a how-to person. Oh, and I'm not going to tell you how to do anything. Just talking about crochet and yarn because obviously I'm obsessed. Okay, so this is really small and it intimidated me and scared me, but I had learned the granny square, which, by the way, they should come with a warning too. Crafting granny squares, all this is addicting. Okay, so somebody should have told me. Anyway, so I was looking for and all these are gifts. I already got them made, so hopefully they won't watch this video. But anyway, so I love the granny square, and I thought, you know what, I want to do, because I don't know enough about different stitches, how, like, I don't know how long a project's going to be, or how many, I have to go exactly by a pattern. So I thought, well, I'm going to experiment as well as doing this. So like with this one, now all of this is the same amount of yards in a cake. I made sure they were all the same amount of weight. I used the same, where's my hook? I used the same size hook. All I did different was do a different pattern. So I'm learning, so it's so interesting. So the same amount of yards. So this is the straight granny. I'm obsessed with this, the colors in this. Hopefully you see it good. And I'm not shooting like with my normal videos with a fancy camera and lighting. I just have my camera, my phone, and the window. So anyway, but these colors are beautiful, see? So this is a straight granny stitch, and then I went around with just a single crochet and I think a double and a half. I think. That's not good. I need to write it down. Okay, so as you can see, the length was the same as the others, but look how much, and then I went, yeah, with a different material and did the border. But look how much thinner. And this person lives in Ohio. All these people do. So I'm hoping that it's nice and warm. It seems like it is, but it's interesting how thin this one is compared to the next one. Look at that. Okay, so this is the exact same material and the exact same material for the border. I did on this one a double crochet in the back loop only. You crocheters don't know what that is. And then I did the granny square border all the way around. Oh, I mean, it's just so flowy. I'm trying my best not to put them all on because they're for somebody, and I'm trying to, you know, but I just love how stretchy it is, and oh, it's just, I love it. It's so, I love it. But it's interesting. Look at that, you know, same material, same crochet hook, and yet look at that, the difference in the width. It's pretty interesting. Okay, so with this one, I had never done, now I have not, as you will notice, I have not sewn in my little threads ends yet, because I haven't prepared them for actually to give them away yet. So I haven't completely, you know, got them all prepared yet. I would have never chosen this because I don't like that mustard color, and yet, oh my gosh, it just looks like, this looks like fall. It looks like the leaves. It looks like, it's just beautiful. I love the richness of these colors and how they go together. I'm like, I took a picture of this one so I could remember, because I just want to go later and buy these colors and make myself a blanket. But this is, okay, look how wide that is. This is a double crochet straight up. No back loop, no, it's just a normal straight up in the loops the correct way, double crochet. And look at that. It's humongous. Oh, I'm not very good with my camera, but if you can, let's see. If you can, oh, there you go. Look at the difference. Wow. Now, at first I was like, oh my gosh, that is going to be quite the scarf. But yes, it's going to be quite the scarf. I'm sorry, I've already put it on. But I mean, you can do so much. Oh, my microphone, sorry, the sound's going to be weird. But it's so warm and snuggly, and oh, you can just, I mean, this is a scarf. That is going to keep someone warm. And it's still long enough to, oh, my sound is probably horrible. I'm so sorry. But, you know, long enough to do and just, sorry, just tuck around. Just, I mean, wear like this. That's a warm scarf. Even though it's so wide. So, I thought that was pretty unique. And it's really teaching me how different stitches will react to the yarn. And all of you crocheters will know all the stuff that I don't know, like how even the same stitch will react differently, possibly to different size yarn. You know, I don't know. That I don't know. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm kind of learning. I will be doing more of that one. All right, so this one I'm making, and it is a more difficult stitch for me because I wanted to do a ribbed stitch, because in my all right, sorry, I'm being vain for a second. In my looming, I knew how to do a rib stitch. I knew how to do purl stitch. I mean, I knew all this stuff. So I did not and do not know it in regular crochet. So I'm learning a ribbed stitch, and it's double and a half crochet. Yes. I want to make sure I say my terms right, because there's chain, single crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet. That's it. I knew it was wrong. So I'm doing a half double crochet in the what's called the bottom loop only. So there's a front and a back and a bottom, and it's just hard for me to see it and always spot it. So you can see I'm not making very good progress on this one, and it goes with the same group. So I need to get on it, but I am enjoying it. I can already feel like a little ridge popping up. So that's pretty exciting for me. Doing these yarn cakes helps me with I have a short attention span, I guess, and the fact that they're different colors and it just keeps me interested and excited about it. Okay, so then, because learning one new stitch wasn't enough, obviously, I saw this, and it said on YouTube, it said for beginners. And I looked at it and said, oh no, that is way too intricate of a design. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it. So I watched this video, And before I knew, I watched it the night before when I was just crocheted, and then the next day I got up and watched it as I went along with it. And oh my gosh, it is very simple. It is so simple that I don't even want to tell people. Oh, I spray painted today. My hands are black. Anyway, I don't even want to tell you how simple it is, because when you look at it, I hope people are like, ooh, Teresa, that's beautiful. You know, but it is really simple. I mean, very, very simple. But that's what's the beauty of it. And it's so exciting. It's just double crochet. And it's just a counting thing. And then one for the first time. Well, the first and second row. After that, it's just completing the pattern. It's just continuing the pattern over and over. And I can't wait. This one's going to be for me. I got 2 of it. I'm getting discouraged, though, I will say, because, see, this is one of the things when I don't know. So this cake was 328 yards, right? These were all 590 yards. So I said, okay, I'll buy 2. That way I know I'll have enough to do me a shawl. Not realizing that the shawls are a little bit wider, but this could have almost been a shawl. You know, that's pretty, oh, yeah, like what I'm wanting to do, and then take a little. What I want to do is, oh, I'm awful with microphones. So sorry. But then, you know, attach a brooch up here. So I think that will work fine with this width. And then, but the length, I can already see, this must be such an intricate design that it eats up my yarn. Because I would keep going, oh, well, that's plenty for the width of it. So it's just a length long enough to wrap around and to put a brooch up here. Anyway, I never said these videos were going to be entertaining. I just said I was going to have my chat, talk about what I want to talk about. So I want to talk about crochet. So I'm interested if you can tell me, because I'm now worried, you know, these things are hard to find. They sell out real quickly, at least in the local places I go to get them. So now I'm worried I'm not going to have enough to finish this little project that I'm doing. So we'll see. But this has just been all an experience of, you know, testing out yarn and crochet hooks. I mean, holy moly. You know, it's all the way from stuff like this to little tiny. I don't even know if you can see it. You know, just look at the difference. So, I wish I had been a more patient teenager when my grandmother was trying to teach me this craft, this trade, this hobby. I wish that I had paid more attention to a lot of things, but definitely to this, because I have so many questions now and she's not around for me to ask. So I'm having to, thank you YouTube, watch a lot of videos and figure a lot of things out myself. So I don't know if, have you ever tried crocheting? Have you tried a craft that you knew nothing about, and how did it work for you? I mean, just, you know, tell me down below in the comments, and let's talk a little bit about crocheting, because I'm obsessed, obviously. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this little chit chat on Teresa trying to, I don't know. I hate saying my name because it sounds like I'm talking about myself. I hope that you have enjoyed this little chat with some coffee and talking about yarn. Have a great day.